You are listening to Micro Media, and I'm here with Toothgrinder, and this is
Toothgrinder on Micromedia.
Hell yeah, Jason.
what instrument do you play?
I play guitar.
Wills, I play drums.
And has awesome hair.
And I'm Matt, and I play bass.
Awesome. What is Toothgrinder?
You know, I think Toothgrinder is more of a feeling than a band name. I feel like it's when you're right in the middle of things, and you're kind of like trying to bust through, and I think that's Toothgrinder. Yeah, exactly.
My friend has a nervous twitch and he tooth grinds.
Yeah, he's a Toothgrinder.
And I'm like, you're grinding your teeth again. He's like, I can't help it. I'm sorry.
We gotta get him a shirt.
Yeah, definitely. He loves. He probably seen you guys before. He's been around. But how's it feel to go on tour with one of the greatest bands, the Contortionists? I was so. Oh my God. I love that band.
Yeah, those dudes are the raddest. We've had the pleasure of touring with them twice, and they're one of our favorites. They're tight dudes, and they're awesome to watch live. It's one of my favorite.
Languages is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. And we went on the tour with them right after they put it out. It was like, I think it was our album release tour.
Yep.
And it was just, I watched it every night. It was
Yeah.
it was so sick.
I would watch it every night too.
They were, sorry.
Go ahead.
They're one of the few bands, I mean, we stay in touch with pretty much every band we tour with. But Contortionists is, the Baca Brothers, Eric, Jordan, Mike, all the dudes are just, Cam. Yeah, just all those
Bill,
dudes.
Robbie Brown.
Yeah, even their crew are just the nicest, top-notch dudes, and we just stay in touch with them regularly because they're just the nicest, top-of-the-line dudes in everything that they do. So
That's probably the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Okay, we can just. We're good.
We're done now.
Done now.
Yeah.
Contortionist. But if you can bring one band on tour with you that's like local in New Jersey, who would you bring out and why? And no one, you're not gonna offend anyone if you say just
If you got
bring just whoever you want.
I would take Burial Mound. They're playing tonight.
I've never actually got to see them.
for us, because we love those dudes. We grew up playing around here with those dudes, and they're our closest buds around New Jersey.
I'll pick one since they picked another one, Chemtrail.
I've never heard of them.
That's a good one.
Instrumental.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah, very theatrical.
So good.
Pretty awesome.
Did you guys pick the lineup for tonight?
We kind of just hit up everyone that we knew.
Michelle?
Michelle.
Let's just say we had our
Michelle
finger in it.
Yeah, we were hoping for a couple bands to play who we've kind of grew up playing with,
You
with
should have
the
brought
band
Roselle
and
back.
everything. Dude, right?
Oh,
man.
Mo,
Big
this one's-
awesome.
he's in Vermont right now.
Dude, he's the
He's
man.
always in
I love
fucking
that
Vermont
guy.
or Cancun or
Love that
something.
guy.
He sold me some KRK rock.
Kids in Mexico or Vermont.
He sold my dad KRK Rocket 5 speakers, and those things are amazing. And my dad gave them to me for my birthday, and I was so excited.
Yes, dude, they're so
That's
awesome.
tight.
Yeah, they're good dudes, man, and
love that
incredible musicians.
Yeah.
That band Geyer played today. I don't know who they were or where they're from, but they're amazing.
Go ahead,
We've played with them up. I think up north, Dingbats maybe.
Yeah.
Play with them there.
Dingbats?
While ago.
Probably a couple other places. Yeah.
Can really pull out
That guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I really loved. I dug their last track a lot tonight. I don't know the name of it, but it was
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But,
they've been with us in the North Jersey. We have kind of like a good thing because we're in Central Jersey. So when we were growing up, we were still part of the South Jersey scene, and then we also, had a good part in the North Jersey scene. So we kind of knew everybody, and like tonight's show is obviously a reflection of that. We got the
North and
friends
South.
from North Jersey, and then the good friends from South Jersey coming out having a good time.
what makes a local band like no longer a local band? Because people say like, oh, Suburban Scum, that's not a local band anymore. They're a national or Lorna Shore.
Yeah.
They're still local to me because those are
course.
they live locally like
those are
down
your
the street
dudes.
from me, and
Yeah.
I can call Austin up and say, hey, you want to come hang out? And we'll go to like the mall and eat pizza or something.
I think it's just how someone else perceives it. Everybody is just a drummer or a guitar player or a bass player, just like anyone else. So I think it's just what people perceive, and I guess you could call someone a national act if, they've done full U.S. tours, maybe are on a label, have something out, this and that, But other than that, they're just a band who you love to go see.
That is true.
Yeah, just peers.
I love to see every band. Just
Same.
like
Same.
I know like that of a Lion played. They didn't have a singer, but they still killed
Dude, they
it. Those
killed it.
dudes
And
are
the
awesome.
singer came in at the end.
And he walked right in. Hello,
Yep.
bam,
Boom,
done.
Go for it.
But
Yeah.
if you're in the middle of the West, or you're stuck somewhere, and you guys are hungry as shit, what do you eat?
Ramen.
Ramen.
Yeah, probably ramen.
What about like a restaurant?
McDonald's.
Denny's, yeah.
Denny's if you have the choice.
What about-
Denny's.
I thought you guys were gonna say like Steak and Shake or In-N-Out Burger or something.
In-N-Out.
Well,
In-N-Out.
you don't always get
In-N-Out's
that. They're
way West
regional.
Coast.
They're super
Yeah.
regional.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Denny's is international.
Yeah, Denny's
Cookout
is very
really
common.
good.
Okay.
That's
Cookout's
sour.
awesome.
Okay, so we'll give you the rundown. If you're southeast, it's Cookout. If you're northeast, any typical fast food chain. Getting into the Midwest, you got your Steak and Shakes,
Sheets.
but it's Sheets too.
That's
Sheets
more like
is
a
like
truck stop.
that's more like Pennsylvania area. But then if you have Texas, you have Whataburger and your In-N-Outs that are in Texas, and then you get further west and it's all In-N-Outs.
Tim Hortons in Canada.
Tim Hortons in Canada, you know.
You guys played Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
bunch
yeah,
of
a
times.
bunch of times.
Almost every
Awesome.
tour I think we've played.
Yeah, almost every tour does a run through.
A couple days. or
You know, the like Toronto is pretty far south. So you do your Toronto area.
Kind of cross through from Detroit,
Ottawa.
Toronto to Buffalo.
Yeah, Ottawa's
Ontario.
pretty
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
too.
What's the worst tour experience?
Getting your fucking
Montreal.
windows smashed in.
Yeah,
Getting
Montreal, Canada.
Montreal.
Getting robbed.
I've had a friend have that happen,
Yeah.
and they got their MacBook stolen and stuff, and
Yeah.
so did who just recently had that happen? Animals as Leaders, and they got their whole like all their equipment got stolen, and one of their guitars probably cost more than my house.
Oh, definitely. More than the bus we're sitting on
I'm-
right now.
That's scary to even like. There's one venue that every band that played got stuff stolen out of their van. I forgot what venue it was. Traders played it. Somebody else played. And why would you play it if you know that's gonna happen?
You know,
that's the routing.
Yeah, it's the routing.
sometimes.
Sometimes,
Sometimes
but you
don't
never
have a
know.
say in it.
You know, it's yeah. You don't have a say, and you never know.
Right.
You just gotta be on guard. You know,
Everyone says have someone hiding in the van at all times, but
just have someone present.
No one's gonna.
You know?
No one's gonna
Yeah.
be violent. If someone's sitting in the seat, people are rather rob stuff when they don't have anyone there. They're not gonna
Yeah.
want to like be violent and come after someone that's sitting there. And then, well,
Yeah.
I guess they could, but
Yeah.
then you're just
For
screwed.
for us in Montreal, the time we got broken in, we had somebody on the bus at all times, and then it was the 5 minutes before our set ended. While we were on
Yeah.
stage, our merch guy left the bus to go, and it was in that 5 minute period
Yeah.
before we ended and started bringing shit out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were watching. They were hawking the whole time. We just didn't notice it, and that's when our back window got smashed in. We got
there's
book bags
a
taken.
great place in hell for a person like that.
No
yeah.
doubt.
I certainly
Because
know.
I was at a show in Philly, and I'm not gonna put any details, but
Yeah.
my microphone and my friend watched me put my microphone in my backpack, and then I go home and it's gone.
Yeah.
It wasn't an expensive, but it was my dad's, and I was just like, it doesn't matter. It was,
yours.
Yeah.
and I knew everyone at that show. It was
Yeah.
just like, one of you people, or
Yeah. Which one of you?
I don't know. Someone's coming in.
We got another one.
John, your old guitar player.
Can he fit in?
Totally intruding. Hi.
Try to fit in that frame.
Fit into this.
So, when you guys are getting ready to go on tour, what do you put in your tour supply pack?
Ooh, a lot of tape. A lot of tape, extra pairs of underwear.
Duct tape?
Gaff
Gaff
tape.
tape.
Yeah, white gaff tape. I only pick white gaff tape because we always have to write on things. And so I don't know. White gaff tape is my favorite.
Food,
Yeah.
apples, granola bars.
Yeah.
I do socks. I'm a firm believer. If you don't change your socks, that's how you get sick on tour.
You definitely suck.
You're gonna introduce yourself.
What's up, man? I'm John Yule. I play guitar in Toothgrinder.
Romulus.
Nice. Ramen noodles all day?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I'm eating right now, man.
Ramen grinder noodles.
Yep.
Mark it down, man. I'll take that.
Have you guys ever thought of making a grinder shaped like a tooth?
Ooh.
Yes.
We've thought of that.
Or just putting like
or
a
at least
tooth
having
logo.
like a logo
Yeah,
on
or
it.
at least just a logo.
I forgot what band it was. I think it was like
We made
Stick to Your Guns. No, they're Straight Edge. It was some other band on tour, and they had a grinder, and it was a smellless grinder, and it had their logo on it.
That's
They
awesome.
were on Loudfest, that Game Changer. I don't
Okay,
remember.
cool,
who it was.
cool.
Okay.
And it was only like $5. I was like, that's pretty.
we actually made
Damn, that's pretty good
toothpicks.
for
Yeah, I gave him
got
one.
one of
Oh, you
those.
got
That's
one?
pretty
I gave him one.
sick.
I was
Yeah.
like, I got
They're
these.
a little cheaper than grinders. But
Yeah.
Step one.
But
You
yeah,
did the toothpick, so you got
Mhm.
kind of the pun going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, a grinder would be very convenient.
yeah. It might be bad for the image, but it's whatever. You think so?
Okay.
Think
never
like
know.
like people that make merch about herbs, does that like interfere with the band and the fans and stuff? Like Suicide Silence making like drug reference shirts with like weed flags on it and
Yeah,
stuff?
you know, for definitely
Like
some,
THC for traders.
Yeah. I know definitely having shirts with stuff like that on is a little interesting, especially with kids, you know, like when I was a kid, I wanted to wear band shirts to school or certain shirts to school, you know.
I like the band shirts that had like the big fuck you on it. I'm sorry, but I had to wear like all those shirts just because I would get yelled at school.
course,
You see, I had what was the shirt that I was wearing? Fit for an autopsy. Grind your teeth on this, you fucking pig. And the teacher's like, you know, there's a curse word on it. I'm like, yeah, that's why I bought it. But so
Yeah, I wouldn't. If I did that in high school, I wouldn't be fed. You know.
my mom would just look at it and be like, that's offensive. But I used to never wear it like around my parents, but I would go to a show and wear it or out and around. But, yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I used to have some offensive shirts every now and then. But I wouldn't wear them to school because I didn't want to deal with shit. Just kept them out.
But what goes into a daily show for Toothgrinder? Like, what do you do? Do you go outside and do you sing? Do you go outside and like play drums on a wall somewhere? Because I see bands like drinking water and singing. I've seen people go outside, like hide in a parking lot and play guitar in their car. Or Julius Caesar is a good example when the singer goes and paints his face and then he sings in the car to himself while looking in the mirror.
Sick.
So I give them props because I love that band too.
That band's awesome. I do a lot of stretching. I try to just keep warm and keep loose and drink as much water as I can. Try to eat good. I mean, that doesn't always happen. A lot of granola bars and ramen, you know, but...
And ramen.
I was gonna say, on tour, my day consists... I usually night drive, so I sleep all morning. That's my bunk back there. And then I'll usually wake up around noon. I will eat ramen. I'll stretch for a little bit, take my vitamins, and then as soon as we usually get to the venue around there and start loading in, I'll start consuming some alcohol. I don't warm up, and then when I get on stage, it's the way I've described to people. It's like have you ever seen a lion warm up before it takes down a gazelle? Exactly. That's a Toothgrinder performance. I mean, everybody's to their own, but for me, getting hot in the moment, that's it.
I think the last Toothgrinder performance I saw, that was New Brunswick, yes.
Okay.
But there was one before that when you were at Mo's house and you were in some tennis court.
Yep.
Was it
Justin
you?
was on the
Justin.
basketball.
Okay,
Justin was
yeah.
on the hoop.
Justin was on the basketball hoop. I have a photo of it. It comes up on my time hop every few years. And I was he's up on the court like.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
he like flipped over too. He's like hanging.
Oh,
from
yeah.
it.
That story.
Guy's a maniac.
I had it was a weird time where I got a fever in the summer, which is horrible. I had like 103 fever.
That was awesome.
We were playing that show, and I just. What is that?
Hold on 1 sec.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's on my butt. And I got naked down to my boxers and just played the show in my boxers.
I think I have a photo of that.
Yeah. Oh, there's
there's
many
plenty of
photos
photos from that. It was good.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
But that was a fun show. You know, we love all those dudes, and
Yeah.
Mo's the man for putting that on.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun.
What was the most humbling experience being in Toothgrinder so far?
Today, holding our record, and just hearing people say. "I
Probably
really
me
like this."
asking you to sign it.
Yeah, like dude, that's the coolest thing when people say they like your music. That alone that makes it for me.
I can go to like almost any of my friends that know Toothgrinders. I'm like, do you know Toothgrinders? Like, yeah, that band's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like, and even big drummers like Lorna Shore, or I can go to anyone and be like, have you heard Will play drums? They're like, yeah, this guy's awesome.
Nice,
Like,
dude.
you always got a good word in our music scene, all of you.
Appreciate that, dude.
Like, I've always like check out Toothgrinder, and they're just like, oh, I know that band. They're cool. They're sick.
yeah.
Like,
That's awesome.
making a name for yourselves. You guys are awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's easily the
Stuff
most
like this that helps.
humbling
You know?
is definitely how much support we've gotten, but at the same time, how much of a family has pulled through with all of our, all of our old time friends. Like this show tonight is just, it's family for us, and it's at the same time everybody's here to support us. So it's
feels good.
It's unreal. It feels good. It's one of those things where like feel right down.
It's not the feeling after you come home from the buffet, right?
No.
That's a good feeling.
That is a good feeling.
Not if you only have one bathroom in your house.
That's true.
I was
That's
gonna
true.
My dad goes first, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Come on, Pops.
One too many snow crab legs, and you know how that could be. But no, it's definitely it's great.
It's cool to finally contend with what's out there.
What is the worst restaurant you've ever eaten at on tour? Because I went to like 7 different Chinese food buffets, and I've had the worst ones where my foot got stuck to the floor. Like
Oh yeah.
Mexican place.
We were in Canada and I ate Mexican food at a French Canadian place.
Yeah, you're eating Mexican in a French Canadian place.
And
So
so basically we start playing, we play the show, it's on the Contortionist tour, and I throw up all over myself while we're playing because I get really sick while
I
we're
saw
playing.
that happen once. A drummer did
It was
actually.
awesome. It
3
was so
times.
gnarly.
It was him.
Yeah, right. That was me.
3 times during the set.
Yeah.
Threw up on himself.
Yeah, I
And
definitely.
he
It
was
was a
playing
couple
with throw
times.
up on his
Yep.
Yeah.
And these guys look back at me like, "What are you doing?"
That's
Because
exactly
what the guy
I
did.
was destroying the set.
I
I
didn't
was
notice
so
he
bad.
had thrown up, and I was like, man, you are.
How do you clean that
fucking
off the
up.
drum set? Like,
It just
smell.
went on me and the floor. So like, luckily,
I'm used to throw up. My
Yeah.
first week of working as a assistant preschool teacher, that one teacher goes, "Hold the bucket," and I'm just like, "Oh shit!"
yeah.
Hold it for like I think the kid was in there for like 2 weeks straight throwing up in the bucket. His mom,
rough.
we call his mom
Did you
every
get paid for
day.
overtime?
Yeah.
I wish I did. They call the mom every day. Your son's throwing up. There's nothing I
Every
can
day.
do
Stop
about it.
feeding him whatever
Yeah.
you're
Why are
feeding
you-
him.
Stop eating all that.
Come on,
glue.
America.
Come on. Yeah, and I think
Stop
the
feeding
mom's
him
like a
chicken nuggets for
scientist, like a
breakfast.
chemist or something. She can't shoot us. But what was your worst food experience? You should shout out that restaurant.
I don't even remember what it was called. But I don't know. I try to eat safe on tour, especially nights or like meals before a performance. I try to eat as safe as possible.
Yeah.
Stick to granola bars, ramen, stuff that you know is
Everything's
vodka,
ramen.
at least.
It is.
Can you-
I love
42
vodka.
cents a little pack.
Can you make like a ramen shirt design, like Toothgrinder, or like ramens, like how people rip off Jack Daniels, like rip off ramen?
All right.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
I back that.
There it is.
Very
I would
smart.
back that up.
Idea's birth
You'll
right
get
here.
one.
I think
Booze.
we were
Booze does good too. For me.
shit, man. We were probably in Georgia on the last tour, and we ate at a really bad, like, somewhat Mexican place.
Is that
And
the same one as his?
that was in
in,
Canada. That was in
Montreal.
Canada.
French
Yeah,
Canada.
we were somewhere in Georgia. Like we had an off day, and like when you have an off day, you want to like get the best food because
I'm
like,
so hungry right now. I want to eat something, and this place looks good. And oh my god!
Yeah.
Rush
yeah.
me to the bathroom now.
Yep.
Yeah. So I would say I'll give a shout to that place. I don't know what it's called.
Whoever it is, don't go there.
Yeah.
Is there any vegan or straight edge members in the band?
I'm veg as fuck.
Veg.
As fuck. Yeah.
We don't have any
Like-
straight
You
up-
just said eating Mexican food.
Yeah, he was eating vegetarian Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, lots of beans, lots of rice,
Veggies, rice.
lots of good veggies. Yeah, like being a humbling moment joining the band and doing my first US tour, like definitely broke the edge of being vegan, but yeah, I haven't eaten meat in like 2 years maybe.
Nice.
I used to be all about, you know what I'm saying, fucking lift some weights, eat some steaks, but you know.
That's a Whitechapel thing.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Yeah, it's a southern thing for sure, but I don't know, just kind of.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not, I'm not anything weird like that. I just have a lot of food allergies. First off, I'm diabetic, type 1 diabetic for 23 years. And I'm allergic.
does that affect your performance?
Absolutely not. Well, sometimes, but I always prepare for it.
Absolutely not. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, no, here's the thing. Well, no, it
I didn't mean to cut you off on that.
No, it technically can, but I'll always, before I perform, I like to keep my blood sugar a little high because, one, I get added boost in energy when my blood sugar gets high, and they all know that. And they all know, like, the symptoms of when my blood sugar is either getting low or high, they go, all right, sugar
We could
boy,
tell.
let's go. Yeah, they
Yeah.
know.
Well, how are you also gonna have the energy to fucking go after a gazelle?
True.
You're not-
Yeah,
Not
you
high blood.
spike the sugar, you take down the gazelle, you walk off stage, and that's it.
And you
and then
sleep
you
for
can sleep for
days.
14 and a half hours.
Nice.
That's the way it
So,
works.
who has the best food truck in New York?
Oh shit.
Ooh, the
Thai
Thai
place.
The Thai
Yep.
place was so good.
Thai
The-
place
Did
was
anyone
awesome.
get mad that you were like annoying them about how
No,
good
they
their
loved
food
it.
truck was?
No,
They
they loved it.
loved it. It's
Yeah,
entertaining.
for them, they were like,
It's a
"Oh,
light, yeah.
advertising, entertainment. Let's
I
go."
love how
Come here."
hey we're in a touring metal band. We're called Toothgrinder. You want to interview about food? And they're just walking by like,
no.
or that girl that came. I love nuts.
Yeah, right. You gotta play into it, man.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
we're
New
gonna-
York, It's all over the
Yeah.
place, you know.
Yeah, I wasn't present for that.
Probably a lot of people giving you dirty looks like,
Oh,
why are
yeah.
they home? But we're gonna
Always.
cut this off because I think you guys have to go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
inside. But
Help up.
yeah, so 2 more questions. What Wawa or 7-Eleven?
Wawa.
Wawa. Yeah.
7-Eleven. Why not?
Wawa. Yeah. Wawa.
Gotta have my Wawa.
Glenn Danzig or Glenn Quagmire?
Glenn Danzig.
Quagmire.
Quagmire. I might regret that. I don't know.
Quagmire.
Quagmire and
Okay.
what is okay? Now I got 2 more, but I'm done after that. But what's in store for Toothgrinder next besides the CD release? And you guys gonna blow up after the CD? I know that already. I could see Facebook posting that they're gonna blow up already. Like,
Nice.
South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
ooh, are we supposed to talk about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah. South by Southwest.
I mean, I don't
the
think
lineup
it's.
will be announced soon.
Yeah, the
soon.
lineup will be announced
We're
probably.
gonna be in the. We're gonna be in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing South by Southwest.
Okay. Have you guys ever met Lorna Shore, like playing a show together
Oh,
on
yeah.
tour?
They were at our Philly show with Faceless. I've known Austin.
Did they play it?
No,
Did-
they just came to hang out.
Like, if you're playing in the Midwest and then like another Jersey band comes and plays, that would be pretty
Dude,
cool.
Well, the closest
we
thing
were
we've
in
got,
Texas.
The closest thing we got was
I would say Parkway. In
Thy
Salt
Art is
Lake
Murder,
City.
because Thy Art is Murder lives with Will Putney. Pretty much, like a lot
Well,
of
Putney's the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. You're great, dude.
We did. Actually, we played when we were on tour with Faceless After the Burial and Rings of Saturn.
Oh,
Our tour was playing the one room of a venue, and then Parkway Drive. What was it? Memphis Mayfire or Miss May?
it's Miss
Park-
May.
it was
It's
Miss-
Basically, my iPod from high school,
Yeah,
from middle school.
Parkway Drive, Miss May
it's Wig.
Thy Art is Murder, and
You know, it's weird.
so they,
Yeah, it was cool.
the 2 tours played the same venue. So like it was pretty funny. Like in the green room, you're like, okay, when are you guys going on? Like when are you guys going on? We're like,
That
"Okay,
was
I'm gonna
exactly
go,
like the
I'm gonna go hang and watch.
that was the All-Star tour and the something else tour. It was like Acacia Strain was playing, and then you went downstairs and I got to see I Wrestled a Bear once played, and then all the way on the bottom floor was like some random, like they painted their face and they were playing. I don't know who it was, but it was at Webster Hall, all 3 floors. It was
Oh yeah, cool.
it was
good.
it was not Mayhem, All-Star tour and Summer Slaughter. They went together.
Together at Mayhem.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
But last question is, it's the hardest.
There's one more band. My
Okay.
buddy, the first guitar player I ever played with, Kyle Ahern. He played with Texas in July on their last tour.
I love that band.
And we played like a little kind of festival thing in After the Burial's hometown
In Minneapolis.
in Minneapolis, and
Yeah,
Reflections
Skyway.
was there too, so it was their hometown show.
Yeah, my friend always goes on tour with Reflections and he takes photos for them. Tyler,
Tyler.
We went to
Yeah,
school together.
yeah.
We went to
Tyler's
school together.
awesome.
Yeah.
We skated in Tampa together.
Yeah, he posted some photos, I think.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
great.
But this is probably the hardest question, and bands can't really get it. But Facebook question: what's on your mind?
What's on my mind? My show that I'm about to play.
Yeah. About a bunch of stretches and how much water I'm going to drink and then how many times I'm going to take a pee before we play.
Jägermeister.
Not bad, not bad. I would love to partake in that, but I'm trying to think what I'm gonna play in my solo because I improvise every night. I don't really know, and just kind of like, center for your universe type shit. This is why we're here. This is like a sick day, and it's good to see things come full circle and play for the home.
Thank you for letting me interview you. And this was Toothgrinder, and you can find them on the social media at.
Facebook is toothgrinder.usa. Instagram is toothgrinder_USA, and Twitter is just toothgrinderusa.
What about merch?
Merchnow.com or toothgrinder.merchnow.com. There's District Lines /Toothgrinder. Just come to a show.
Yeah.
Or social
Come to a
media,
show,
you
yeah.
can get a link anywhere.
Don't
Yeah.
be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, dude.
A word to your fans.
Live to get radical.
He said it best.
All right.
Word to your mother.
Clothing optional.